Good evening, Tunachuckers. I just thought I'd make this video to give a status update of the Volvo 122, otherwise known as Charlie II, or the Polis Volvo Amazon, and kind of give you an update of where we are right now. As you can see, the engine is currently out. This is the engine right here that was just removed from the car. This was the engine that we ran in Dominion, the Dominion race in November of 2024, last year. There was nothing wrong with the engine other than we were losing oil pressure around some hard turns, and it was sputtering a little bit on some of the long straights. But the core engine itself seemed to be pretty solid. We just had some fuel related or spark related issues. And the oil issues, which I'll address later on. So we pulled this engine out, and over here we have the engine ready to go in. And this engine here was the engine that I had put together prior to the last race that we did, which was at Carolina Motorsports Park. And if you recall, this engine, we had this freeze plug here on the front pop out, so we had to fix that with our little creative engineering. And then we managed to suck in some hardware from the air cleaner that bent a valve, causing us to have to swap the head on the engine. So we replaced the piston that was dinged up by the hardware in the engine, balanced all the pistons and installed new piston, fixed the head, put a valve in the head, and straightened it all out. So this engine is ready to go. And on this oil pan here, if you can kind of see, there's an extra layer in there. So I have a crank scraper, which was custom designed for a B20 Volvo. So that should help with our oiling issues around the turns. So this engine's getting ready to be put in. And this will be the engine that we're going to run at the next race, which should be some point in October. Now, obviously, you'll see this engine does not have a transmission on it or a flywheel. So there's the flywheel. It's also been lightened. So you can see I've not taken out this right here. Used to come straight out and over. So that has been taken off the flywheel. Removed a couple of pounds off of that flywheel. It's the same flywheel that we have on the Dominion engine, the engine that we raced at Dominion too. So I had two of those flywheels made when I had them made. So that lightened flywheel is going to go on. And then we have the clutch that we raced at Dominion, which was in good shape. It was brand new right before Dominion, so we can reuse that in good shape. A lot of mess here that luckily I know where all these parts go. There's the LS for the other Amazon. That's a future project. Good look at that. All right. So moving on over here, we have transmission purgatory. So let's see here. This one right here leaked. You can see I wrote leaked at Dominion. So that was the one that we had in the Dominion race at Dominion. It was leaking gearbox oil out and causing us to not be able to shift gears. So this one, I actually drove it around on this one before I pulled it out, and it seemed to be driving okay. So I think the synchros are okay. I just didn't like it when there wasn't enough gearbox oil in it. Imagine that. So I'm going to reseal that one, and then we can keep that as a spare. This was the original spare. This one I just pulled out of a parts car. So that one I'm going to rebuild. And then this one right here is a good transmission. I resealed it. New gaskets, new seals and everything. Got the bell housing, throw-out bearing. The pilot bearing will go there. That's on the crankshaft of the engine. So this bell housing and transmission is going to get attached to that engine that we just talked about on the floor over there. I have another spare bell housing down there that I'm working to build up into another spare engine. So the engine that we pulled out from Dominion is going to be built up to a completely spare drivetrain unit. I'll reseal this transmission, put it on the bell housing, attach it to that engine. Everything will be ready to go drop in as a spare unit. There's the radiator. That's an old B18 that I pulled out of a parts car. So that's kind of the situation with the engine and transmission, gearbox, clutch of the race car at this point. You know, the rest of the car is in pretty good shape. Brakes, you know, I'll pull all the wheels off, check all the brakes out, make sure that the pads are good, rotors are good, but we really haven't seen too much in the way of wear on the brakes in this car. The four-wheel discs with the Grand Crown Vic rotors and the Grand National calipers, the GM metric calipers, really work well. So exhaust is in good shape. I did install this new coil. Hopefully that'll solve our misfiring issues. That's a high voltage coil rated for the impedance that our distributor needs. It's all electric distributor, no points or anything. So that should be good to go. I did fix, we had some leaks on the AccuSump, so I resealed the AccuSump, put that all back together again, so hopefully we won't have any oil leaks there. Front suspension was in good shape. I didn't see any wear on the bushings. Clutch hydraulics were good. Electrics were good. I do need to go through and check all the stuff like the fire bottle and the harnesses and make sure that the dates are good. I believe they should be good, especially the harness should have a 5-year date on it now because we got an FIA harness, so that should be good. I believe the fire bottle is good. So then we should be good to go. In the trunk, you know, we've got the fuel cell. It's in good shape, no issues there. All the brake lights and electronics and everything work. Our hardwired transponder is still hardwired, so that'll be ready to go. And the rear, the differential, I know we had some leak issues there. It's got new seals at the edges. I doubled up one of the seals on the one side and installed an extra breather on it to make sure that we don't have any oil trying to push its way out through the seals. So that's the condition of the car as of today, July 8th, 2025. Getting ready for Summit Motorsports Park in October of this year, and hopefully the car will be together in a week or so and we'll be able to take it out and take it for a test drive and put some miles on this thing and get it ready to race.